Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mazrao and we are going to continue playing this amazing, fantabulous game. और I think ये इसका next episode जो हमारा होगा आज ये थोड़ा छोटा होगा. I'm planning to keep it like below 20, below 30 in given cases. So let's see where do we reach and where does it take it. अभी तक मैंने इसको बहुत enjoy किया. I mean इसका what an hour gameplay अभी तक हुआ है, उसमें बड़ा मजा आया. So let's see आगे क्या होता है.
We're safe. Stay strong, Hosea. What about you, Arthur? You doubting me too?
Never.
Good. 'Cause you know me, son. I'm just getting started. Once we get some money, well, they better send some good men after us, 'cause they ain't never gonna find us. But we need money.
Of course, Dutch.
Thank you, son, for your strength. It means a lot to me.
Okay, यहाँ बैठ के देखते हैं कि ये
We
who's
weren't
that?
there, Hosea.
Hosea.
I'm aware
Okay.
of that. And they shouldn't have been either.
Oh, we can't change nothing now.
कुछ देर बैठ भाई, बहुत सर्दी है बाहर. You can check here actually कि यहाँ पे टेम्परेचर क्या है. जब आप I think it tells you the time, tells you temperature, or I think it's something else also in the bottom. I think it's called honor level of the player. I don't know how does it imply on your whole gameplay now, but I'm sure there is something to it. जो I mean future में मुझे पता चल जाएगा. So let's move on to the next quest or task in this game. देखते हैं कि हम आगे क्या नया सीखते हैं. I think अभी स्टार्ट में इस गेम में आपकी ये जो अर्ली क्वेस्ट्स होंगी इनमें आपको जो बेसिक चीज़ें हैं वो एक्वायर करनी है, वो आप एक्वायर करेंगे. उसके बाद एक्चुअल गेम प्ले स्टार्ट होगा.
We're gonna starve to death up here, Mr. Morgan.
So let's talk to him. I think when I start talking him, ये next quest start हो जाएगी.
Is everything okay? We're okay.
Yeah.
We have a few cans of food and a rabbit. For what, 10, 12 people? When I was in the Navy... I do not wish to hear about what you got up to in the Navy, Mr. Pearson. We were stranded at sea for 50 days. And you unfortunately survived. When we ran away from Blackwater, I wasn't able to get supplies in. Well, when government agents are hunting you down, sometimes shopping trips need to be cut short. We'll survive. We always have. If needs be, we can eat you. You're the fattest. I sent Lenny and Bill hunting, and they found nothing. Well, Lenny's more into book learning than hunting. Bill's a fool. Unless those mountains are full of game that want to read, ain't no wonder they found
Enough of this. We'll go find something. Come on, Arthur.
Wait a second. Hold on. Here. You're gonna need something to eat out there. Assorted, salted offal. Starving will be preferable.
Come on, let's go.
You can't go hunting. Look at your hand.
I can't stay here listening to you two. Look, if there's game in those hills, I'll find it. And you can kill it.
You need to rest, Charles.
You think this is rest? Come along. Here, you take this. I can't use it, and you'll have to.
Oh, you're joking.
Use a gun, and we'll scare off every animal for miles around. You're never too old to learn, I imagine. Come on, this way.
Okay, तो अब I think start हो रही है next quest. इसमें I guess इसमें ये mainly hunting करेंगे. So let's see, let's learn how to hunt in this game.
I'm okay, apart from this hand.
I don't know.
Still
I
bad?
think as I said ये tips और tricks ही सिखा रहे हैं हमें अभी तक इस game के. But that is damn amazing. I mean, it's good. It's pretty good.
You'll be fine.
So, you reckon we're gonna find something to kill that ain't no Driscoll?
There's meat up here for sure. Pearson doesn't know what he's talking about. Now the weather's eased off a bit, they'll be needing to feed. We'll head up this way, find some higher ground.
Whew. Been a wild few days, all right. That ride north from Blackwater, getting stuck in the storm, bringing John back in.
You've had a lot put on you. I wish I could have done more.
I didn't mean it like that, just a lot to think back on.
I still don't really know what happened on that boat.
Me neither.
Me neither.
Well,
Oh.
Javier told me a bit, but
Same story, man.
it sure weren't good.
Nice, slow, calming music, actually. I'll let you dwell into the music, but let me take this time to say thanks to those people who are watching, who are subscribing and giving me likes. I love you all, people. Please stay tuned और प्लीज़ मुझे सपोर्ट कीजिए, अपने दोस्तों यारों प्यारों में शेयर कीजिए. That'll be huge for me. Thank you.
There's some patches of grass here. This is good. Let's look down this way. The wind's died down too.
That's good.
No wind at all is bad, but if it's too strong, they won't move. Now shh. Stay quiet. Hey, stop here a second. I see something.
Oh, watch it.
There's deer been here. Recently.
How can you tell?
Okay.
How can you not? We'll
So-
track them on foot. You're gonna need the
Horse cargo नहीं हमें actually
A gun will scare everything.
यहाँ से हम एक्चुअली हॉर्स पे जो माउंटेड इक्विपमेंट्स हैं उनमें से चूज़ कर सकते हैं. अभी मैंने चूज़ किया है ओके जी बो एंड एरो. लेट्स सी. या वर्क्स गुड.
Quiet as you can. Stay low and move slowly.
ओके.
You see the tracks?
I think so. Maybe not.
Focus.
All right, I'm focusing. Yeah, okay. So something is blinking actually. जब आप I don't know if you can see that, but there is a little mark leading towards probably the deer or something. Oh, I see something.
Wait, look. There they are. Quick, get that bow out, Arthur. Try to hit him in the neck or head. Nice. See if you can get another one.
Did it? That was quick and easy. कत्ले गजाल कर दिया है हमने. ओके, जिसको समझना है गजाल आई थिंक हिरन या हरन को कहते हैं. यहाँ पे एक और गजाल चाहिए हमें, आई मीन डियर चाहिए हमें. लेट्स सी वी फाइंड इट. ओह, वहाँ सामने पानी के पार नज़र आ रहे हैं और पानी के दूसरी तरफ मैं जाने वाला नहीं हूँ क्योंकि भाई बहुत ठंड है और आर्थर खान साहब, छोटे आर्थर, उस्ताद छोटे आर्थर खान साहब को सर्दी बहुत लगती है. सो देखते हैं यहाँ से अगर हम उसको हिट कर सकते हैं.
Well done.
ये चीज़.
Okay, you pick up one, I'll get the other.
You sure your hand's okay?
It'll be fine once I get it on my shoulder.
ठंडा पानी, बहुत ठंडा भाई. सुबह सुबह ठंडे पानी में नहाना चाहिए. गाना आए या ना आए लेकिन गाना चाहिए. लेट्स रन. मेरे ख्याल से रनिंग से थोड़ी सी सर्दी कम लगती है. लेट्स पिक अप द डेयर एंड मूव. अरे राइड कहाँ गई हमारी? देयर यू आर.
Come on, throw that deer and let's go.
Story. Okay, good.
Not bad, boy.
Okay, boy. Let's go.
यार घोड़ा भी पानी में जाने से कतरा रहा है.
Ready to head back when you are.
Come on then, let's head back. Nice work, Arthur. Should be enough meat here to keep us all fed for a few days.
You found him.
I knew you'd be okay with that bow.
It's easier when they ain't shooting back.
We've seen enough of that.
Considering how things were looking a couple of days back, well, maybe our luck's finally on the turn.
Seems to me we should be putting our effort into getting off this mountain now.
Soon. People are still weak, and well, you've seen how snowed in those wagons are. They ain't going nowhere until we get some more thaw.
You're probably right. And even if we do get off here, what then? Still have a big price on our heads.
This is a big country. We'll find somewhere to lie low. Dutch and Jose will have a plan. You notice how Pearson's had a bottle in his hand ever since we fled Blackwater? We give the camp cook 5 minutes to grab the essentials and go, and he doesn't even bring a crumb of food.
Good that we caught more than one. A lot of mouths to feed.
And that girl from the ranch now, too, but not sure she'll be eating much.
She has a wild look in her eye.
You would, too. She lost her husband, her home, everything she had.
So what do we do with her?
Once we get out of here and we're back on our feet, we'll see. She might have family somewhere.
So it was O'Driscoll's you ran into there?
Yeah. Last thing we was expecting.
What is it with the O'Driscolls?
You ain't dealt with them? I suppose. Hell, we ain't
आई
run
थिंक
into
अब
them
ये
much
स्टोरी
the last 6
शेयर
months.
करेगा अपनी. आई थिंक ये इंट्रोडक्शनरी चैप्टर है, इसमें ये बहुत सारी चीज़ें बता देंगे. सो लेट्स सी
I've heard a lot
हु
of
आर
talk
द
about 'em.
O'Driscolls.
Well, we've been scrapping over scores with them for years. Big gang. Nasty sons of bitches. Their leader, Combe, and Dutch go way back. And not in a good way. A proper blood feud.
So I heard. Watch out! Bear up ahead.
अरे
Let's see if we can find
सामने
another
एक
way
रिच
around.
खड़ा है. सो bear with me. Sorry again.
Hungry. Stay well back. Spring storms like this are the worst for animals that sleep all winter.
तो जो घोड़े हैं वो बिदक गए हैं दोनों.
Cut up here, off the trail.
Faster.
Okay, so you can calm your horse. Let's see if it works. I don't know if it worked or not.
We ain't ever
Let's see.
talked that much, you and me.
Let's try again.
How long you been with us now? 5,
There
6
is
months?
something actually appears on right side of the screen, like with a small plus and horse mark. So I think that is the sign of either bonding or calming your horse or something like that.
Here?
Sooner or later, a job's gonna go wrong. Nature of life.
I just thought you might have moved on by now.
You want me to move on?
No, no, not at all. I just know you could run it alone, no problem.
I did that for a long time. I'm done with it. Always wondering if someone's gonna kill you in your sleep.
I still wonder that most nights.
I reckon you're okay. This suits me. Sure, I could fall in with another gang, but Dutch. You know, Dutch is different.
Oh, yes. Dutch is certainly different.
He treats me fair. Most of you do. And for a fellow with a black father and an Indian mother, that ain't normally the case.
Well, we need you now. More than ever.
Good. And how long have you been with these boys? Why ain't you run off?
Me? Oh, 20 years, something like that. Since I was a boy,
Wow.
20 years?
So he is with the gang for a long, long time.
taught me to read. John, too. Taught me a few other things, him and Hosea.
I'm sure.
Dutch saved me. Saved most of us. That's why we need to stick by him through this. He always sees us right.
So Dutch is kind of father figure in their gang. He's like leader of the gang.
How's that new horse?
I think most of the missions will come from Dutch,
Will do for now.
most probably, or the decision making things.
Let me take Taima the other night.
She's a strong one. It's been as hard on the horses as on the rest of us. I don't know what Dutch would do if something happened to the Count.
Same with Bill and Brown Jack. He's a drunk, miserable bastard, but he loves that horse.
I hope they all make it.
I tried to ride the Count once. Hugged me faster than a bull. Won't take nobody but him.
Horse bonding level 2, so health increased, good. Stamina increased, even better. We're reaching back to the camp और I think उसके बाद हम इस गेम को सेव करेंगे जहाँ भी ये quest complete हुई, and then we will keep on playing it and continue later in the next one. So we are appearing in this mini-map yellowish area. Hitch your horse. Let's park it, baby.
Come on, let's get these over to Pearson. And thank you for showing me how to use the bow properly.
So yeah,
showed you a
you
little.
can
Takes a lifetime of
remove
practice to master.
the deer. All right. The details are amazing. I know I'm saying it again and again, but इस
Just
game
dump
के
it down in
details
here.
बहुत आला है.
What a surprise. Find a camp rat loitering around in the kitchen.
Is that any way to greet an old friend? I feel like we haven't spoken for days.
I do my utmost to avoid you.
Ah, he loves me, really. It's his sad way of showing affection.
No, it isn't. Now shoot, get lost.
Well, see you gents later.
See, you got on just fine. Charles is a wonder. Have a drink, boys. You earned it. Jesus, what is that? Navy rum, sir. It's the only thing. The only thing. Keeps you sane, it does.
Yeah, seems to have done a treat on you. You go rest that hand, Charles.
We'll be fine in a few days.
You mind helping me with the skinning, Mr. Morgan? It's easier if we do it together.
Do I get to skin you?
I kind of knew
Always
that
want
कि
the jokes, aren't you?
यही reaction हो रहा है. Do I get to skin you?
I'll see you both later.
You skinned that one you dumped on the floor there.
So press Y to skin. Okay.
Not too bad, Mr. Morgan. Yeah. They always said you were a butcher. You know, you could trade these, or sell these in pretty much any town, if you're looking to make a legitimate bit of money, of course.
Right now, I'm just looking to get off this mountain alive.
Well, if you catch anything else, you bring it to me.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Heck, Arthur Morgan's first decent bit of hunting after all these years.
Yeah. Well, we're on the run now. Everyone's got to do their bit to survive. Just make a good stew. Folk need it. It's been a tough few days.
Cool. So we have increased to Master Hunter 1 of 3. So अगर इसी तरह के level improve होंगे like hunting का for example it was pretty easy so I think I can do it. I can manage it. I'm not a pro gamer as I said, but I'll try my best to play it slow and enjoyable method. We have completed the mission, so here we can save the game. Before doing that, let's go towards the horse and see if we can do something, because when I hold the left thumb there is some option appears. Yeah, lead, pat. Okay, these were already there, so let's see what is this. Show info. I see. Okay, so ये हमें बताता है कि Tennessee Walker. I think this is the horse type or breed. Speed, acceleration, handling. This is your main horse. Does it mean that I will have another horse? I don't know, but I think there are going to be different horses, as I said in the previous part of this gameplay. So let's see and find out in the upcoming parts. Thank you everyone for watching this. Please subscribe करें और यार मुझे support करें. That's all I want from you. Thank you very much again. Take care. अपना ख्याल रखें, अपने चैनल का भी ख्याल रखें. Bye.